Today I shall discuss the topic on growth, poverty and inequality. Now, growth, poverty and inequality are closely interrelated to each other in any economy. It is commonly believed that growth will correct everything. So, if there is a higher amount of growth, then that will create higher amount of employment and which will help in reducing poverty, and the benefits of growth will automatically trickle down to the poor people, and therefore growth will correct the problem of poverty and inequality. But this did not happen in India. In reality, the problem of poverty and inequality remained an indigenous problem since independence in Indian economy. India, being the second largest populated country in the world after China, is facing this problem of poverty and inequality for a long period of time. Now, the growth rates in India over the years have not been uniform. In the 1990s, India witnessed a near stagnation in growth rates, and it was followed by a period of recovery during the 1980s. Now, in the first half of 90s, when the liberalization in India, the liberalization of the economy took place, then the growth rate in Indian economy got momentum, and so at that time the growth was increasing in the first half of 90s. Then in the second half of 90s, again the growth rate started stagnated. So during the first half of the 90s, in the first half of the 90s, the growth rate got its momentum, but during the second half of 90s, the growth rate started declining, and it showed certain amount of stagnation. Since the period 2003-4, again the growth rates in Indian economy started increasing, and between the period 2003-4 and 2008, India became one of the fastest growing economy in the world. And during this period, the growth rate was very high in Indian economy, and this was due to the fact that structural reform was undertaken at that time, and the inflationary pressure in Indian economy was also low at this period of time. Now, after 2008, again the growth rates in Indian economy started declining. This was because of the fact that in the year 2008, the US recession started, the subprime crisis in the US economy started, and this was compounded by the Eurozone crisis, and at that time the inflationary pressure in the Indian economy was also very high, and therefore for all these reasons the growth rates in Indian economy started declining from 2008. Since the year 2011 onwards, the growth rates decline continuously, and starting from 2011 to 2019, the growth rates were continuously low. The growth rates were persistently low in Indian economy. And you know that in the post-COVID situation, IMF has already forecasted the growth rate for India for the period 2020-21, and it has forecasted minus 4.5% growth rate for the Indian economy. Now let us consider the growth figures, the annual growth rate figures. So here we will observe the trends in growth rates. In the 1970s, as we have already mentioned, that India witnessed the near stagnation in growth rate, and therefore the growth rate during the 1970s was only 2.9%. Now during 1980s, the growth rate slightly increased to 5.6%. So this was a period of recovery after 1970s. Now if we consider the first half of the 90s, that is from 91-92 to 96-97, then the growth rate in this period was 5.7%. And in the second half of the 90s, that is from 97-98 to 2002-3, the growth rate again declined to 5.2%. So growth rate declined from 5.7% to 5.2% in the later half of 90s. Now, if we consider the period between 2003-4 to 2006-7, then again the growth rate was very high. In this period, the growth rate was around 8.7% during this period. And in 2007-8, the growth rate was maintained at 8.7%, and during 2009-10, the growth rate was almost the same, that is 8.6%, and in 2010-11, it was 8.9%. Now, after 2010-11, if we consider the data, then we will observe that in 2011-12, the growth rate declined to 6.7%. So, in the earlier year, it was 8.9%. Now, it declined to 6.7%. Now, in 2012-13, again it declined, and it became 4.5%. So, now